Hey everyone, this is Austin again. Today, I decided to make a video on red rings. So, let's get started if I can get over there, thank you very much. Right, so we got so we got four red rings. We got each one. Let's see, which one do we want to start with? Okay, so hold on a second. Hardware failure. So let's talk about hardware failure. That's only if you have one red ring. Yeah, that's only if you get one ring that represents hardware failure. Okay, so you guys didn't know. So if you have an Xbox 360 and you only get one ring, that means you have a hardware failure. It says when a hardware component fails, Q4 or quadrant 4 will flash red. Usually a 2-digit error code is displayed on the connected displays, such as E74. So that means, well, it just depends on which way your Xbox 360 is laying. Mine is standing up, so it would be like this for each quadrant. But if it's laying down, it's something different. Like, for example, quadrant 4 is bottom right, but it's not, but when you're looking at the, for the bottom, when you're looking at the bottom, the actual quadrant 4 is the bottom left. So yeah, quadrant 4 will be flashing if you have a hardware failure. So when a hardware component fails, quadrant 4 will be flashing. That's nothing that I ever experienced with my Xbox 360. Let's see, moving on. Overheating. That's if you get 2 red rings. So, wait a second. Let me get this information up and everything. Because I don't know. Anyway, when the temperature of the console reaches an unusually high level, the console will shut off the CPU and GPU. The fans will run at full speed while quadrants 1 and 3 flash until the console has cooled sufficiently. So basically, if you don't have an intercooler, it will give you 2 red rings of death from on your console Mine cannot overheat because I do have an intercooler on it to keep it cool. So mine cannot overheat over high levels. But that's only if you get 2 red rings, so that's impossible for me to get. General hardware failure. The one that I experienced was my 360, and it only happened one time. So far my Xbox 360 is running strong after that one red ring of death I have experienced. Yeah, let me tell you this story now. Okay, so I was just playing my Xbox 360, just playing it as normal, and then a few days later, I come back to turn it on. It turns out that I got a red ring of death. I got the 3-ring one, which I just told you what it was, the general hardware failure. When a failure of one or more hardware components occur, quadrants 1, 3, and 4 flash red, unlike the white errors. There is no error code displayed on the connected display. Yeah, my Xbox 360 had that kind of failure. I was just not good. My Xbox 360 was sent in for repairs to Microsoft's center that we have down in Mesquite. So I got it fixed. I did not get it back till the week of or the week after my birthday. But I got it back now. Because we sent it in for repair like at the end of 2010. So basically the end of December. We sent in, got it repaired, didn't get back till 2011 because it was still getting repaired. So my Xbox 360 was gone a while. It wasn't that long before they finally fixed it. And last but not least, the AV cable error. When the AV cable is not detected due to not being plugged in or due to a serious error, all 4 quadrants will flash red. This error code is not displayed on consoles with an HDMI connection. So basically, if you are using HDMI and you have the original model, that will not appear on your 360 because that's an AV cable error, which I cannot avoid that because my Xbox 360 is not connected to an HDMI cable. But I can avoid the overheating. So if you want to avoid overheating of your Xbox 360, then I suggest you get an intercooler. Because without the intercooler, it's going to overheat, and that's not going to be good. But that only affects the people with the original models, because Microsoft made the Xbox 360, was released in 2005. 5 years later, it started to mess up on me. Got it sent in for repairs, got it back, and it has not gotten a red ring of death since then. So, yeah, I basically had the general hardware failure. I don't know what exactly happened, but probably something in there got loose or something. So yeah, got it back. It's now fixed. It's been going strong ever since I got it back. I'm surprised I only got that one ring of death. Never to be seen again. I haven't seen it since then. And if you have an Xbox 360 Slim, this does not affect you, because the Xbox 360 Slim only has one red ring of death. Let me see if I can find that. trying to find it, but that's why I've been quiet this entire time. But yeah, it can get a red ring of death. I was trying to find what it does, but I cannot seem to find it. But I know it can get a red ring of death. But it only has one though. So all the information I was talking about does not affect on people with the slim balls, because it only works on the original. I have the original, but I'm wanting to replace it with another kind of Xbox 360, so that way I won't hear that jet engine in the background. Yes, my Xbox 360 is an original model. I have shown that in a separate video for this. And yeah, you guys just want to be careful if you have an Xbox 360, which I do, but I have not gotten a red ring ever since I got it fixed. And it's been, let's see, it was 2010 when it was sent in. And then I got it back in January of the next year. So it would be 2011 when I got it back. So it's been over 3 years since I got it back. So 3 years and it's still really strong. I'm proud of you, Xbox 360. Ow. I hit myself on the side of the desk here. Yes, I do have a desk, but that's where my computer is sitting on. Got my TV tray right over here, even though you guys can't see it. Got my desk. Got my cart right up here, even though you guys can't see it. But I will let you guys see that when I get a video camera. Nightstand, dresser, got everything. So then you get to see all my consoles without me having to unplug them and everything. Now, I might as well do some reviews of this video, thinking about while I'm thinking about it. I tell you, Xbox 360 is one of the best consoles I ever played. It's not as good as it's one of the best consoles I've ever played. Because I mean, I'm gonna take Bing as an example. When you're searching for like movies or music or movies, games, music, all that kind of stuff, you can actually just type in the entire name just as long as it is in the search engine. Because if it's not going to show up if you just type the entire thing in yourself. On PS3, okay, I have not shown you the controller, so I'm going to show it to you. So this is what a PS3 controller looks like. You got the PS button, which functions like the Xbox 360's Xbox Sky button, but it's got shapes instead of letters or numbers, with Sega, Nintendo, and Microsoft, because they have letters and numbers. And the control stick is actually where the control pad usually is. So you got the control pad right up here. You got the control stick, the camera stick, got the square, the X, the circle, the triangle. Got I got L1, R2, R1, L2, R2. I got the start to select. Now, if you guys have never heard of a PlayStation 4, let me tell you the console is different. But, well, at least the controller is very different. The start and select will not be on the console itself. I mean, will not be on the controller itself. I don't know why we're just saying console. It doesn't have a start and select button. What are you talking about? Silly hedgehog me. Anyway, so when you look at the PlayStation 4 controller, it will not have the start button and the select button. So you're probably wondering, how in the world are you going to pause the game? Well, that's where the option buttons comes in. So whenever you want to pause the game or press a select, you have to press the options button for that. And then we got the share button. That's where you're going to find how to upload videos to Facebook and Twitch and other things, other social media. There we go. See, what sucks about the PSN store is that you cannot put everything in. So, like, if I wanted to type in Sonic the Hedgehog, I can't type in Sonic the Hedgehog entirely. So I just had to put in Sonic or something and then find it, or just Spyro, whatever, because it's not as efficient as the Xbox 360 is being. I mean, PS3 is an okay console, but I actually admit that PS3 is better than the Wii. The only downside on the Xbox 360 is that it only has 3 USB ports, so I don't have enough room for to put my Kinect and everything, because I got a wireless adapter on my Xbox 360 over there. So I can now connect to the internet wirelessly. But I only have 3 USB ports. So if I'm plugging my controller, my friend cannot charge the controller because I got 2 things connected to USB port. I got the wireless plugged into the back and my Kinect plugged into one of the USB ports up in the front. So that's like the downside. And another downside is that you cannot what's the word for it? You cannot add your music from your MP3 to your Xbox 360 itself. See, that's the upside on the PS3 at least. But on the PS3, you have a cross-media bar. So basically, you have to go left to right for, like, if you're wanting to, like, go to the PlayStation Store. Like, for example, if I'm under settings and I want to go to the PlayStation Network area, I have to go back to the left. No, wait, back to the right. And then I had to go to the left again if I wanted to go to settings. So when I go to settings, you actually go down and up to wherever you want to go, and left to right to go to other sections. So that's like one of the downsides. And also on the Xbox 360, you'll notice that it has Bing, Home, Social, Games, TVs and movies, apps, and settings. Well, yeah, you got all that right there. You got all that on your Xbox 360. And if you wanted to look for, if you want to, like, find any of your pins, you have to go under Home, but you should know that already because it's already, because you already start at the home page when you turn on your console, and it's like the middle one, so it should not be hard to see it. And then whenever you want to play a game, you go to the gaming tab, also games. So basically you go to the tab, to the corresponding tab, so like if I wanted to play Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 1, I would go to the games tab and go to My Games. Then I'll go find Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 1, and there it is. But the downside about it is that you have to go all the way towards the games. So, and the upside on the PS3 is that you don't have to worry about going that way, but it sort of feels that way as the Xbox 360. So I guess that wouldn't really matter. The Kinect peripheral. It's not really that something that you would enjoy. Because some people that buy a Kinect for their Xbox 360, and some people regret the purchase of it. So the Kinect is supposed to be rivaling against Sony's PlayStation Eye and Nintendo's sensor bar thing, but you don't really use the sensor bar to play games, but you do have to use it to navigate. The Wii is an okay console. The only thing I don't like is like using this right here, because I have to press this button right here to turn it on, and I have shown you how this works. See, the 1H stays on forever. I mean, the 2H stays on forever, but when you go down to 1 by pushing the oval, the one with the picture of an oval on it, goes down to 1H, and then for a while it would turn off automatically, but I would prefer to turn it off myself. And I also mentioned the wide range and standard. I believe I chose standard, I think. I'm not sure if I did or not. So yeah, it's just kind of terrible just dealing with that kind of stuff on the Wii. The GameCube, pretty good. It's a pretty darn good system, believe it or not. Pretty darn neat. But especially with the Game Boy player. Yeah, you can play Game Boy games on the GameCube rather than just on the system itself. Which would be the Game Boy Advance SP, or Game Boy Advance. But I have the Game Boy Advance SP. As you see right here, this is a Game Boy Advance SP. I like it, but only thing is that it doesn't go that bright. So I would recommend getting a DS or DS Lite. The reason why I would choose to get a DS or DS Lite is because the color is brighter. The light is brighter than the Game Boy Advance, so it's not, because the Game Boy Advance SP can't go that bright, but on the DS it can. And DS and DS Lite are the only DSs that are backward compatible with Game Boy games. DSi XL, 3DS, and 3DS XL, and the 2DS, they're not backward compatible with Game Boy games, so that's why I would recommend you get DS or DS Lite. Sega Genesis. It's alright. The only downside is when you're using the sensor, because it actually does have a sensor on it. You have to aim it at that sensor in there to make the wireless controllers work, and that's not that great. I cannot seem to get used to the controller. Yeah, GameCube, pretty good. Xbox 360, pretty good. The Wii is okay. PS3 is alright, but I would admit that it is better than the Wii. The Game Boy Advance, it's alright. I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, but The only downside is the amount of light you get. It's like either you get darker, like it gets darker, or it gets a little darker. That's all there is to it. That's why DS Lite would be what I would recommend the most. This IXL. Trying to think. It's pretty good. Not as good as the 3DS. 3DS was pretty nice, but the only downside on the 3DS is that you cannot upload photos to Facebook directly. So let me show you. It's been wondering. Okay, so first of all, gotta open up this spot for the SD card. Then you have to press down it, you gotta press it in there. To get the SD card out. This is the SD card. If you have a computer that's like mine, you have to make sure you put it into where you put you would put it in to where it shows so you put it into that spot. If I can zoom. And it's kind of hard to see. There's supposed to be a slot somewhere over here. Let's see if I can. Perhaps it goes this way then. Yeah, see? Because for some reason does not work the other way. Yeah. But anyway, enough of that. Oops, sorry. So you have to take this SD card out of here and put it in the SD card slot on your laptop if you have an SD card slot. Wait, am I going to put it in the right way? Yeah, goes that way. Right! But, the DSi... Well, on the DSi, you can actually upload them directly to Facebook because it will have such an icon for that. And this is one of the longest videos, and I thought the other one was long. But now this one's long. Just drinking some tea. Well, but I like them all. Wee's alright. Wee's okay. Peter's alright. Jason's not so much, really. That's pretty good. So, yeah. I would hope to get a better Xbox 360 because I'm tired of hearing that jet engine in the background. And that's what it is. And I had my walk today. So basically I got everything done the way it's supposed to. Now I had to get my bank account open, get my cash check and everything. I say cash check. I meant my check cash. Oh, I don't know what's wrong with me today. So that's basically everything that I believe that's everything I have to say. Other than the fact that I got training on Monday, don't know what time. I called my job coach and I told her that my dad was looking for the Walmart hiring number, couldn't find it. She found the Walmart number, but they did not answer. So we just had to leave it to them to call us, because me and Dad don't have a clue, and neither does Miss Ponder. She tried to call them, they did not answer, like I said before. But we're just gonna have to hope for the best. So that's pretty much everything. Well, thank you for watching this video.